I want to talk about strats in different versions of strats and everything that is strats. These guys. So back a few months ago, I posted a video called "This Guitar Just Is Just Better" or something along that. I'll leave something like right there where a picture of the thumbnail, and it was about this telly back here. I think yeah, right there, telly. The whole purpose of that video was for me to talk about how you can play any style with it. It's the versatility of that thing is insane. But the other thing that we should just talk about, and I went through a honeymoon phase with that telly. I still love it, but strats sound better. They just do. And I'm gonna break down why. So here, let me start with this. This is my number one. It's my PRS Silver Sky. It's the core. I own the SE version, and I don't want to say it's just as good, but it's like 90% what this is. There's an extra 10% in this, and that's the difference. But I really lucked into this guitar. If I hadn't, I would have had the SE forever, and I would have been a happy camper. But this is exceptional, and that 10% is a lot. But I'll do a whole other video on that whenever I find someone who lets me borrow an SE. But let's just show you a sound, right? So let's just take just into a blackface sounding amp IR thing, right? Just this. Strats are amazing for that sound. You've heard that sound a million times. It's the Mayer thing. It's that thing. But they can do so much more. And the thing that I don't like about humbuckers, and I just realized this as I was putting this together, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strats really, and a telly and an Epiphone TV Yellow Special. I like single coils, and the reason why is whenever you're using clean tones with them, I think they're far superior. But that's just me, and I think this sound is the best. It's gonna get me. I already know it. I'm gonna get in so much trouble for this. I think that is the best electric guitar sound, period. I don't think that there's a better electric guitar sound. There, I said it. But with that being said, it can only do so much. It's, in my opinion, not the most versatile guitar. I don't think it's versatile really at all. I think it does the blues thing, the funk thing, the soul thing, and that's really in the blues rock thing, but it doesn't do the metal thing that well. Like, I'm not saying you can do it, but other guitars do it better. Well, when I say versatile, can it do it? Maybe, yeah, but other guitars can do it far better. Like a telly, I feel like I can bring that to everything, and it damn near be as good, if not better, than like a Les Paul or something like that. And but so that's just the clean stuff with this. And then if we do a little bit of dirt on this, and then yeah, it's probably a little too clean. Take off some of this reverb. A tube screamer in this thing. I don't think there's another guitar that has a better neck pickup, just in your face kind of sound like that. Now, the issue whenever it when it comes to strats, any kind of strat, this one is an anomaly because of the bridge pickup, right? So if we are doing this, throwing it down here, what you'll experience is it be way too damn bright and be kind of hard to play. But this one, it doesn't. It doesn't hurt your ears to go from, because you know, most, like if I'm in my neck position, right, down to the bridge. Any other strat, and I'll have a strat I'll show you, that hurts. This guitar is the exception. But it's kind of hard. This is a strat. I'm not saying it's not a strat, but it has different capabilities that other strats do not have. So if you haven't played one of these, you need to play one. But I'm sure most of the world has played one of these by now. But there's that, and that kind of fixes it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move to another. Well, so let me do some high gain before I move to another guitar. So if I do, like, let's just do a fuzz, right? Strats also do really well on fuzz. But if I have this, and that's the tone all the way up. If I roll that back a little bit, that's workable, and I'd rather have that than a humbucker. But I got a guitar with a humbucker, a Strat with a humbucker that my buddy let me borrow for this video, so I'll show you that. But that is... So, anyway, but that's bridge, humbucker, and this is kind of an exception to this rule. But let me show you some other things that are not so friendly whenever you're using a bridge pickup and a Strat. This is my Fender 2017 Monterey Pop. It's Mexican. They only did a limited run of these, and I played on a lot of songs, including myself, using this. The thing about this, where I think Fender failed, and they failed in the beginning of whenever they were doing Strats, the first ones that came out and stuff like that, is the bridge pickup on this one. I don't know why I never did this to it, but this does not have anything rolling to the bridge pickup tone-wise. It's wide open, so it doesn't do anything. So it's kind of annoying, but this is more of a proper Strat, I would say. So if I go tube screamer, neck position. So, you just heard me go down to the bridge. And here's the issue whenever we get into this. When I'm doing that, like soloing between lines or whatever, I like popping down to the bridge. In this scenario, it doesn't really matter. Because if you're soloing, like let's say I've got two drives stacked, really, really saturated, like this kind of sound. Going between two different sounds, and you're popping down to the bridge for something and popping back up to the neck. It works for that. But let's do that same sound I was doing on the Silver Sky, where I'm using a little bit more gain on something and using it almost as a rhythm thing, right? So this. Now, here in the room and with that doesn't sound that bad. It sounds actually pretty good. But, because he's got good pickups in it, there's not a lot of harsh end. But if I'm in a band scenario and I'm playing out and I kick on this for a rhythm sound and it's too bright, I have nothing to roll off. I'm naked. I have to use that. And that is the downside of these guitars. With that being said, though, if you're using this in a blues, which a lot of these guys were, like you doing the Stevie Ray Vaughan thing, you're doing the whatever, you could leave it in the neck position the whole time and use that as your rhythm sound. That works. And then whenever you take a lead, you pop down here. That works. But, so there's the downfall on that. I want to grab another guitar here. I want to grab my buddy's. Another thing you could say is, Billy, just put a damn humbucker in the bridge and then all of your things are fixed. And you're absolutely right. So, my buddy, who I will put some of his stuff up here so you can see what he does and stuff. I played guitar in his band for a while. A dear friend of mine. He let me borrow this guitar to shoot this video, and this guitar has a humbucker in the bridge. So, exactly what we're talking about. It's going to sound even thicker, and for him, this is what he would have needed. So let's say, do that same kind of sound, bridge pickup. So, that's good. And this guitar, after playing it and really getting to know it, makes me, I'm actually going to build something similar to this, just so I have it, because most of the time whenever I was playing with him, I didn't have, well, I had a PR, yeah. Most of the time when I was playing a strat, sometimes I just didn't have something that was thicker, and I wanted something thicker. So I'm going to build something that's similar to this so that I have it, because it would have been nice to have for his stuff. For his rhythm stuff, then for his lead. Humbucker in the bridge. And it also gives you like a really cool, if you just, this thing, so a little bit of reverb through the Strymon Flint. Bridge pickup, like a Klon style drive on, back off a little bit. That's a really cool sound, and that's something I can roll back on a Strat a little bit and get that, but there's this upper mid thing going on that I can't get out of a Strat. So that's one thing for that's a really cool sound. I'm not gonna lie, that's a really, really cool sound. Really cool. So there is that, which makes me want to put a humbucker in something. But I have a Mexican road worn series Strat, and I do have one more guitar I'll show you. This guitar I've had for a while. It's a parts caster. The only thing original is the pots inside and the body itself. Other than that, everything is parted out. And I like this guitar a lot because it is the warmest Strat I have that sounds like a Strat. It almost gets close to humbucker territory. So for example, you can go back and listen to it. But let's say I try to do that same sound that I had on my buddy's guitar, the humbucker. I think I can get damn close to it here. Just it's really not that close, but it's warmer than a Silver Sky or another Strat I have, and that was the bridge position. So this is the neck. So that brings me basically to my point. I'm going to switch back over to the Silver Sky. So that brings me to my point. I'm back on my Silver Sky. Strats are the best sounding guitars. They just are. I'll take, for what a Strat does well. There are things it can't do, like it can't do the humbucker Les Paul bridge thing like a Tele damn near can, or like when I say Strats, I'm not saying super Strats. But if you put a bridge in there, then we're in there. But just the way it is, if I... oh. For what a Strat can do and what it does well, that thing, like for example, I think this sound is the best sound an electric guitar can make. I'll say it like that. Strats are the best electric guitar sound. But they only do that sound really well. And like the blues, funky. They do that really well, and they also do the really clean thing really well. 4 position. Like the... And they do the full-blown lead thing. They do really those three things, and I guess the clean thing is kind of the same sound. Like the SRV thing I just did, if you do that with I had all that reverb, you take the reverb off, and then the funk thing. I think it does that really well. So it's basically four sounds. It's the funk thing. I don't think a Les Paul is going to do that better than a Strat. Can a Les Paul do that? Yes, but not as well as that. There's a reason why all these funk guys play Strats. The lead thing. I do think Les Pauls have a better, like, full-blown... like, if I take the same thing with Les Paul and I go down the bridge section and I start ripping, I think it will actually sound better on Les Paul. But all the rhythm sounds, like this thing, you know... best on a Strat. But that's my opinion. I'm curious what yours is. And I'm just one idiot who wants to talk guitar and stuff. Please don't come at me too strong in the comments. I know this is a... I know this is an extremely opinionated thing from a guy who plays basically only Strats. But this is my opinion on it. I'm curious, what do y'all think... Here, I'll say this. Here's the two things I want answers on to debunk me. Is I want a better... Find me a better clean sound. Even with a little bit of dirt on it, right? That thing. Find me something that is better than that, and yeah, I think that is the best electric guitar sound ever. Just a clean, straight. What is better than a clean Strat sound? Because, like, I still consider this clean Strat, right? That's a clean Strat sound. That's got some hair on it, but it's still, like, compared to something else, that's still clean to me. A clean-ish Strat sound. What is better than a cleanish Strat sound? Answer that for me. All right, y'all. Appreciate you.